everyone, this is Locke and I. Welcome back to another video on Grey Build's YouTube channel. And today we're going to be reviewing the Young Dragon Ryu set, which is a set that retails from the LEGO Ninjago line for $16 in the US, which comes with 3 minifigures and the dragon build you see here. This might be one of the best Ninjago sets I've reviewed in a long time, so I'll get into that later. But for starters, you might have seen that I reviewed another Ryu in the Big Zane's Ultra Combiner Mech set that I reviewed earlier on this channel, and of course, now I feel like it's a good time to review this guy. This is probably one of the best price per part ratio sets, or just good value in general sets, if you're not considering the price per part ratio, because you get a whole bunch of pieces, good minifigures, and a good build. You get the Wolf Mask Warrior here, which is the standard villain for the wave, but it's nice to see you have an enemy to fight in this set. It's that whole battle-in-a-box philosophy that the LEGO Group uses, and I think it works pretty well here, because it's just a third minifigure in a very small set. Additionally, you get Eren and Sora, which are the main characters of the TV show. These are suits that they've used before, however, Sora does get a brand new hairpiece, which is really cool, that matches her show's appearance, and Eren gets to do a climber hook piece. Even though he doesn't use that in the show, it is a pretty cool piece to get in a cheap set like this, so it is pretty awesome. Additionally, you can see that since they're both the same Season 1 suits, you do get both of them, so it is a pretty good way to get the new heroes for the wave if you haven't gotten them in the first Ninjago Dragons Rising wave. But, of course, that's not the only reason we have this set here. We also have the dragon build for Young Ryu, and that's a pretty amazing build. So I'm going to remove the minifigures from this temporarily, so that way we can actually see the actual build itself. So here's the actual build when it's actually without the minifigures, and yes, there's room to display both of them on this set. One can sit in the brown saddle area at the front, and the other can sit on that new armor piece, which was used on the Elemental Mechs earlier as well. So you do get a lot of good pieces in this set. You do get the new Ryu head mold. This is the first set it appeared in, but it is the same one that comes in the Combo Mech, so if you've already got that one, there is less of a reason to get this for pieces. However, it does come with these wing pieces, which have claws on them. These are the ones that are used in the gimmick sets for this wave, the Rising Dragon Techniques gimmick sets. And I think they work really well. They do add a lot of dimension to this dragon. You can see that he's a lot bigger with them than if he came with smaller wings. And I think that they work pretty well. They do have other hinges, so you can pose them in various ways. And additionally, you can see that he's got stickers on the legs to resemble the scales. You could keep these on or off. It really doesn't matter with this set, so the stickers are less of a necessity if you don't like stickers. But there is enough posability to really get a lot of cool poses with this guy, and he's very sturdy. Like, you could drop this guy on the ground and he will not break, so it is pretty good because of that too. Additionally, the tail is connected on 2 ball joint sections, and the end of the tail has golden pieces on it, which is not accurate to the show at all. However, it is pretty cool to see them there because they can be used as extra weapons for the minifigures to use if you wanted them to. Now, because this dragon isn't quite show accurate, I went ahead and bought a second one, and that's what we're going to take a look at now. You'll see here that I've modified my second dragon using some similar pieces that are found in the dragon, but also some similar pieces that are just found as extra pieces in other sets, so you might have them lying around if you've collected LEGO for a little bit. But you can see that the tail uses tooth pieces on my custom version, and that's a little more accurate to the show. And of course, I switched out the saddle to include some of the sand blue pieces used here to create more of the scale pattern used on Ryu's back. And overall, I think it's a pretty simple way that you can modify this set to make it more show accurate, but you do lose the ability to put both minifigures on the dragon at once this way, so I don't know, you choose what you want to do, but I did want to showcase the options here if you wanted to, and it doesn't take a lot of pieces to do so at all. Now, what are my overall thoughts on this set? This dragon is probably the best deal I've seen in a Ninjago set in a long time, because this dragon overall just comes with a good amount of minifigures, a good sized build, and of course, it's only $16, which I know saying only $16 sounds like a lot of money to some people, but in the grand scheme of LEGO sets, this is a really good price for a set. And of course, it was so good that I ended up buying 2 of these guys, and I would buy more if I ever get the chance to in the future, because these guys in the show, there are many more dragons like Ryu anyway, so it makes sense why you would have more than one of these in the actual sets as well. Now, would I recommend this set to you? I would, under the condition that you do like Ninjago dragons, or if you don't have any of the minifigures from the first Dragons Rising wave but would like to start collecting them now, this is a good way to get them. It is also a good way to get Sora's new hairpiece if you don't have that already. And of course, the dragon build is already really, really good, so overall, I would recommend this set to just about anybody. But that does it for this video. Stay tuned for later this week where I'm going to do a comparison video of all of these sets, all of the Ryus at the same time, where we're going to take a look at the baby Ryu, this Ryu, and the larger Ryu that is featured in the Combo Mech set, just so that we can compare them. So, I hope you stay tuned for that, but in the meantime, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day!